Hi there.
Hi again. How are you feeling now?
I'm not feeling well.
I'm sorry to hear that. Is it physical, emotional, or just one of those days?
Emotional. Emotional.
I see. Do you feel like talking about it?
Yes.
Sometimes sharing can help lighten the load.
Yeah, thank you. Today I met a man, and my friends introduced to me.
You're welcome. Here's a smoother way to say that. Today, I met a man my friend introduced me to. How was the meeting? Did you enjoy talking with him?
Yes, a little bit, but he said to me that you are so you are so strong.
I see. So he said, "You are so strong." How did you feel when he said that? Was it a compliment, or did it feel a bit different?
I confused it is because it is perceptive.
I see what you're trying to say. A clearer way to express that might be, I was confused because his comment felt so perceptive. Does that capture what you mean, or would you like me to help rephrase it further?
それは図星というか、正しいというか、それは、その通り、おっしゃる通り、あの、鋭い、鋭い観点だからびっくりしたって、英語でなんて言うの？
それはズバシというか、正しいというか、
違う違う、そこまでじゃなくて。
鋭い観点だからびっくりしたと、こう言えます。It was spot on and accurate, and I was surprised because it was such a perceptive observation. これでニュアンスは伝わると思います。スポットオンがズバシのニュアンスに近く、perceptive observation が鋭い観点を指します。どう思います？
Because I was confused because it was a perceptive observation, and I that is my 悩んでることでもあるって英語になんて言うの？ That is also
Exactly. To express that full meaning in English, you could say, I was confused because it was such a perceptive observation, and it's actually something I've been struggling with myself. This captures the nuance of your emotions and the personal connection to what was said. Does this feel right to you?
add to this, it is dragging things for me.
It seems like you're trying to say something about how this resonates with you or aligns with your experience. A clearer way to phrase it might be, as for this, it really resonates with me. If you're trying to say something about synchronization, let me know and I can adjust.
それは悩んでることでもあるからびっくりしたって英語でなんて言うの？ I was surprised because it is struggling things for me とか。
それは悩んでいることでもあるからびっくりしたを英語で言うとこうなります。I was surprised because it's something I've been struggling with myself. これで自分の悩みと一致しているから驚いたというニュアンスが伝わります。
Could you repeat the phrase again?
Sure. The phrase is, I was surprised because it's something I've been struggling with myself. Let me know if you'd like to practice saying it.
I was surprised because it is things I am slugging myself.
It seems you're trying to express that you're surprised because it's something you're still figuring out about yourself. A clearer way to say this might be, I was surprised because it's something I'm still trying to figure out about myself. Does this match what you're trying to say?
I was surprised because it was it was.
You're doing great. Here's a full version to help you finish the thought. I was surprised because it was so accurate and it's something I've been struggling with myself. Feel free to take it slow and repeat.
What is the meaning of slugging?
Slugging has different meanings depending on the context. Here are a few common ones. 1. In skincare, slugging refers to applying a thick layer of an occlusive product, like petroleum jelly, as the last step in your skincare routine. It helps seal in moisture and prevent dryness, often done overnight. 2. In sports, baseball, it refers to a player's ability to hit with power, often used in terms like slugging percentage, which measures the total number of bases a player earns per at-bat. 3. In everyday conversation, it can mean working hard or making slow progress in a difficult task. For example, I've been slugging through this assignment all day. 4. In transportation, in the US, it's a type of informal carpooling where drivers pick up passengers to use high occupancy vehicle, HOV lanes, especially in areas like Washington, D.C. Which context were you thinking of?
I wanna fix the strong things in myself. So could you give me some advice about it?
Of course. If you're looking to fix or balance out some strong traits in yourself, it can help to focus on self-awareness and small, actionable steps. Here's some advice to get started. 1. Identify the strong traits. Reflect on what you mean by strong things. Are they behaviors, like being overly assertive or direct? Or are they internal, like being self-critical or rigid? Understanding the specifics helps in addressing them. 2. Practice softness in communication. If you feel you come across too strong in conversations, try these. Use phrases like, what do you think? Or I understand your point, to show openness. Adjust your tone to be calm and warm, even when you're passionate about something. 3. Cultivate empathy. When you notice yourself focusing on your own perspective, pause and consider how others might feel. Asking questions like, how would I feel in their position? Can soften strong tendencies. 4. Embrace flexibility. If you're strong-willed or perfectionistic, try letting go of control in small ways. For example, let someone else make decisions or take a step back to see how things unfold naturally. 5. Mindfulness practices. Mindfulness helps you slow down and notice your inner reactions. This can help you avoid responding too strongly in challenging situations. Practices like meditation or journaling can be very effective. 6. Feedback from others. Ask trusted friends or colleagues how they perceive your strong traits. They might offer insights on how to adjust without losing your authentic self. Would you like specific examples for any of these tips? Or does this resonate with you so far?
真面目って英語になんて言うの？
真面目は英語で serious や earnest と表現されますが、文脈によって言い方はあることがあります。状況別の訳し方。serious, Ray. He's a serious person. 彼は真面目な人です。少し堅苦しいイメージを含む場合もあります。Ray, she's very earnest in her work. 彼女は仕事においてとてもまめですね。一生懸命で誠実というニュアンスが強いです。2. 行動や取り組み方について。diligent, Ray. He is diligent in his studies. 彼は勉強に真面目に取り組んでいる。勤勉や努力家というニュアンス。Ray, she's sincere about her goals. 彼女は自分の目標を目指誠実にという感覚が。ふざけていない、冗談ではない場合。serious. Are you serious? 何真面目なの？ニュアンスや文脈によって言葉を選ぶ必要がありますが、状況に合うものを選べば自然に伝わります。どの文脈で使いたいのか教えてもらえれば、もっと具体的な例を出しますね。
I think I am too serious for everything. For example, if I go to date with a man, I planned. The other example is that if I have something to tell to my boyfriend, I write down what's in my mind, and I write down the discussions, the goal of discussions, and 論点を書き出すって英語でなんていうの？
First of all, you're expressing yourself really well. Here's a natural way to say 論点を書き出す in English. I write down the key points of the discussion.
Key points
Or
of the
I
discussion.
outline the main points of the discussion. It sounds like you're very thoughtful and organized, which is a strength, but I can see how it might feel too serious in some situations. Would you like advice on how to loosen up a bit in dating or relationships?
And I think I don't be
英語では Thank you for watching と言います。
違う。
シンプルで自然な表現ですよ。例えば、動画の終わりに使うなら Thank you for watching. See you next time. などのように続けてもいいですね。
怠けちゃいけないって英語でなんていうの？ I don't be lose. I shouldn't be lose かな。
怠けちゃいけないを自然な英語で表現すると I shouldn't be lazy が一番わかりやすいです。あなたの例文に近い形で直すと I shouldn't lose focus. I 集中のしてはいけない。I shouldn't let myself slack off. なので lose を使う場合は目的語が必要です。なので例えば I shouldn't lose my motivation のようにすると自然です。どれがあなたの気持ちに一番近いですか？
I shouldn't be lazy, I think, in my private time, because how to spend your private time leads to how to do your work. So I think so. I don't.
You're off to a great start. Here's a more polished version of what you're saying. I think I shouldn't be lazy in my private time because how you spend your private time affects how you perform at work.
The perform of
You can continue with something like, so I try to make the most of my free time. Does this sound like what you're trying to express?
How to spend your private time affects the perform of your work. So I think I should not be lazy in my private time.
That's a very clear and well-structured sentence. Here's a slightly more natural version. How you spend your private time affects your performance at work. So I think I shouldn't be lazy during my free time. It flows smoothly and sounds very natural. Great job.
But the tendency of my silly ass is getting bigger and bigger than before. So and my friends also said that. So I want to fix that.
Here's a more natural way to express your thought. But my tendency to stay at home in the city has been increasing more and more. My friends have also noticed it, so I want to change that. This version captures your meaning while sounding smooth and conversational.
And 2 months ago, I broke up with my boyfriend, and
It sounds like there's more to the story. How are you feeling about it now? 問題が発生しています。お話の内容を理解できませんでした。
I saw that he is wrong, but today
It sounds like you're saying something about him being long, but I think there's a mix-up in the wording. Did you mean tall or something else?
No,
Let me know, and I'll help you phrase it. 問題が発生しています。お話の内容だ。
I thought he was wrong, but I think my values was changed while our relationship.
I see. It sounds like you're expressing that you initially thought he was a good fit, maybe right for you, but your values have changed over time. Here's a clearer way to say it. I thought he was the right person for me, but I think my values changed over time. Does this match what you want to express?
Not at all. 彼が間違ってると思ってたけど、でも今日友達に言われて気づいたのは、私の価値観が交際期間中に大きく変わったってことだったって英語でなんて言うの？
Here's how you could express that in English. I thought he was wrong, but today my friend pointed out something that made me realize my values had changed significantly during our relationship. This captures the shift in perspective and the role of your friend's insight. Does this feel right to you?
My values were changed significantly during our relationship.
英語では次のように表現できます。My values have significantly changed in my relationship with Dali. 文脈によっては価値観や関係性にフォーカスしてニュアンスを調整できます。何を伝えたいかに合わせて少し言い回しを変えられるので、もう少し具体的に教えてもらえたらアレンジできますよ。
Add to this, my characteristics also changed. I feel also that.
You're expressing your thoughts well. Here's a more natural way to say it. I'll do this. I feel that my characteristics have also changed. This sounds smooth and clear. Would you like to expand on what changes you've noticed?
I stick to myself and to the other.
That's a good sentence. If you want to make it a bit clearer or more natural, you could say, I talk to myself and to others. This makes it sound a little more conversational. Are you referring to expressing your thoughts or sharing your feelings?
No, I became strict to myself and to the others.
I see. Here's a clearer way to express that. I've become strict with myself and with others. This sounds natural and conveys your meaning well. Is this something you want to work on or embrace?
Could you repeat the phrase again?
Of course, the phrase is, I've become strict with myself and with others. Let me know if you'd like to practice it more.
I become to be strict myself and to the others.
You're very close. The correct way to say it is, I've become strict with myself and with others. This version is grammatically correct and natural. Would you like me to explain why?
I think the work is the cause.
That's clear. You could also say, I think work is the cause. Both versions work well. Would you like to expand on what you mean?
My job, まあ、なんだろうな、細かさが求められ
Take your
る。
time. Are you trying to say something about how your job has influenced you? You could say, my job has made me this way, or my job has made me stricter with myself and others. Does that fit what you're trying to express?
My job made me strict because 細かさが求められる仕事って英語でなんて言うの？ My job
細かさが求められる仕事は英語でこう表現できます。A job that requires attention to detail. A detail-oriented job. 例えば、My job made me strict because it requires a lot of attention to detail. このように言えば自然です。どう感じますか？
My job requires attention to detail.
英語では次のように言えます。My job requires attention to detail. シンプルで自然な表現です。もう少しフォーマルにしたい場合は、My job demands a high level of attention to detail. どちらもよく使われる表現ですよ。
My job requires high level details. So
Here's a natural way to continue that thought. My job requires a high level of attention to detail. So I've become very strict with myself and others. Does this capture what you're trying to say? Let me know if you'd like to adjust it further.
My job requires high level details. So I became strict to myself and others.
You're very close. Here's a polished version. My job requires a high level of detail, so I've become strict with myself and others. This version is grammatically correct and sounds natural. Would you like help practicing it?
But I want to change that. Could you give me some advice? I want to be more softer.
Of course. If you want to be softer or gentler with yourself and others, here are some tips to help shift your approach. 1. Practice self-compassion. Remind yourself that it's okay not to be perfect. Try using phrases like, I'm doing my best, and that's enough. Treat yourself like you would a close friend when you make a mistake. 2. Focus on understanding others. Instead of being critical, try to see things from their perspective. Ask questions like, why do they see it this way? Use softer language when giving feedback, such as, I see where you're coming from, or let's figure this out together. 3. Loosen control gradually. Start with small steps. For example, let go of control in less critical tasks and observe how things turn out. Accept that not everything has to be perfect to be good. 4. Practice relaxation techniques. If your strictness comes from stress, practicing mindfulness or deep breathing can help you stay calm and approach situations more gently. 5. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledge the progress you and others make, even if it's not perfect. This fosters a positive mindset. 6. Communicate openly. Share your feelings with trusted people. Let them know you're working on being softer and ask for their support or feedback. Would you like help practicing specific scenarios, like how to respond more gently at work or in relationships?
相手に期待しないことって英語でなんて言うの？
相手に期待しないことを英語で表現すると次のようになります。Not expecting anything from others. Letting go of expectations for others. Not having expectations of others. 例えば、I'm learning to let go of expectations for others. 相手に期待しないことを学んでいます。It's easier when you don't expect too much from others. 相手にあんまり期待しない方が楽です。どの表現が一番使いたいニュアンスに近いですか？
Not having expectation to others is important, I think.
You're very close.
Because my EX, I expect him so much, but it is not right thing, I think now. Okay. 電波がこの部屋悪いんです。Okay. Today we should wrap it up. Thank you for advising me and see you later.